After going viral for her Who TF Did I Marry series, Reesa Teesa reveals whether she's open to finding love again. Exclusive, Reesa Teesa knows a thing or two about starting over. The TikTok star, who went viral in February for her 50-part series Who TF Did I Marry? Detailing how she dated, married and then divorced a man she called Legion, describing him as a real pathological liar who deceived her about everything, says that life has been completely different since sharing her story. It has been a crazy, surreal journey for sure. Life is just completely different. Reesa, 39, tells People as one of the 2024 Creators of the Year. You don't realize how big social media is until you're in New York City and people know who you are. It's like, wow, the reach is far bigger than what you could have imagined. Her experience with her ex-husband not only put her name in the headlines, but also changed her outlook on love. Reesa says she is, absolutely, open to love again, but it's just going to take some time. For me, I really want to date myself. She continues. I want to learn things about what I like and only answer to myself because I do feel like I was in such a lost space before I met my ex-husband, which is why I ended up involved in that relationship. I don't want to repeat history. I don't want to be a cynic. I don't want to be bitter, and I don't want to move too fast because it feels like, oh, it has been a long time. You should go ahead and heal, but putting this story out there is part of the healing. Admittedly, the social media star didn't know just how long her story would be until she started posting on TikTok. I had no idea it was going to be 50 parts. I just made a decision to tell the story from start to finish because I feel like you're going to tell the story, tell the whole story, the good, the bad and the embarrassing. She explains. Reesa's inspiration for the series came from another TikTok where someone asked, "What is the most effed up thing your ex has ever done?" This led her to share one of many stories about her ex-husband. I talked about how my ex claimed that his grandma died from COVID, and a lot of people responded asking what happened, saying you've got to tell the story. She recalls. So literally that night, I was like, you know what? 10 hours worth of TikTok later, Reesa detailed just how effed up her marriage was. Once I got to part 20, I kind of said to myself, look, just go ahead and put all of the parts up, someone will watch all of it, and they may tell other people about it. She recalls. Most people don't watch a TikTok for 10 minutes, let alone 50 10-minute parts, so I really was surprised it took off the way it did. From the popularity of her series came newfound opportunities, including a very special purchase in 2024. Buying a house was such a highlight because I've always wanted to be a homeowner. Reesa shares. The whole thing about my ex-husband promising to buy me a house. I didn't really explain in the series why that was such an emotional roller coaster, but I grew up with a single mom on welfare and she worked her way off. So I've always wanted a house that is mine, in my name. Nobody could tell me a year from now, hey, your rent is increasing, or anything like that. I just wanted something that was my own. So that was such a personal triumph for me, buying a house. Looking ahead to 2025, Reesa is excited for more achievements beyond TikTok. I'm working on a new book, so that's a big thing, and I'm passionate about trying my hand at a podcast, not so much for myself, but as a way to help bring a voice to a lot of other women and men who have stories they want to share in a safe space. I'm an advocate for telling your story however you're comfortable with someone you trust. She tells People. The TikTok star is also looking forward to the TV adaptation of her story, being brought to life by Natasha Rothwell, but says we're still a long way from seeing it on screen. We are at the very, very beginning of all of this. I'm a sponge, so I'm soaking it all up, she explains. More than anything, Reesa is excited to explore the world, continue healing and discover her peace. It sounds so corny, but do you remember that scene from Eat, Pray, Love where Julia Roberts' character says, I just want to marvel at something? She asks. There's such a big world out there, and I want to see it.